Hi, welcome to the channel. Tips, tricks, and facts, guys. I've put together a little PowerPoint here to try to help people make the YouTube shorts. To where if you're new to this, hopefully this will help you out. I wish I would have had something like this to help me when I first started. So I'm going to share some tips. We're going to go over this PowerPoint. Create a step-by-step guide. Number one, you want an idea and plan. You want to find your hook. Hook's so important. You want to hook the people's attention, keep them in there, and you got to know your audience to do that. So remember to hook in the audience when you plan your short. Number two, you want to always film in vertical, 9:16. Lighting is so important. Audio, even if you have to get you a little cheap microphone, 9 times out of 10, it's better than using a computer or your phone. Three, you want to edit. You want to make the edit nice and tight. You want to cut out all the dead moments, the pauses. You want to add your text and effects, music, all that. Keep it fast paced. Four, you want to optimize. You want to write a strong title and hashtags and a catchy thumbnail. Don't overdo the hashtags. They're not that important. You want to stick with 3 to 5 hashtags. Title and thumbnail, usually them's really the most important from my experience, in my opinion. And then you want to upload and post your short, add any details, and choose your audience. You got to know who you're targeting. And then you want to analyze your analytics and grow. So you want to track your performance, learn what works, create more shorts. Like I say, nobody's going to jump in there and be perfect at it the first time, but creates or shorts that grabs attention, gets watched, and grows your channel. There are YouTube shorts. I think everybody knows what they are, but I put this together and we're going to go over it. So vertical full screen videos, 60 seconds or less. That's to the point what a short is. Short, punchy, content made for mobile. It's designed for quick mobile first viewing. It's built for the YouTube app and a dedicated short feeds. And it's discovered through swiping. Now, people don't search to see your shorts. You pop up in the feed. It's got a huge reach potential. That's how I grew most of my channels, was by creating shorts that led to my long forms. You ain't got no need for subscribers. Anyone can find your shorts in the feed. It's totally different than the long form, but they help you with your long form if you do it right. And why shorts matter for creators? Well, massive built-in discovery through the shorts feed and the shelf. I mean, that right there, you can be discovered through your shorts. While you could have, for example, on some of my channels that I test, I've been doing this so long, I've tested channels and let them get shut down just so I could find out what worked, what didn't. That was me testing how the algorithm worked. That was me testing what works, what don't. So I've done it all. Shorts get the distribution separate from long views. So that means more reach, more eyes, and more potential fans. Once I started doing the shorts, that's what really made my channels take off. Because like I said, you want to have them shorts lead back to the long form. Fast way to grow subscribers and test content ideas. Quick to create, easy to iterate, and perfect for validating what your audience loves. A low production barrier. All you need is a phone. That's it. You got a phone, you can start. No fancy gear, no big budget. Your phone, your idea, and your voice. That's all you need. That simple. And if you don't take a step to do it, it's never going to happen. Nothing's going to change if you don't try something. And like I said, nobody's perfect at the first time they do it. I still mess up here. I'm not perfect, as you can tell, but I know what works and what don't. That being said, you want to pick a strong idea. You want to solve a problem or answer a question or spark emotion. If you can do them three, you're good. You want to make it useful, curious, or entertaining so people stop scrolling. You want to have something that makes somebody say, oh, wow, look at that. Let me check that out. You want to study trending shorts, look at what's performing, note the hook, format, pace, and pattern. So look at other people's stuff and get your idea. If you had to look at a couple other things and put 2 ideas together into yours, take from 2 good things you've seen that are doing well and put them both into your one. Keep the concept simple enough to explain in one sentence. If you can't say it simply, then it's too complicated. Shorts, you want to get right to the point, get the entertainment there, and then be done. It's so much different than long form. Some good short ideas, quick tips, before and after transformations, myth busting, day in the life type clips, comedic skits, trending challenges. That's just a few ideas there. I'm hoping you guys are taking screenshots. Is why I got this set up the way I do. This way, if you want to come back to this later or whatever, you got your screenshots. Step 2, you want to hook the viewers in the first 30 seconds. Open with the most interesting moment. Skip the build up. Just start right at the action, surprise or the payoff, whichever one you're doing. You want to use bold text overlays or use a question. Like again, I say, spark curiosity and make them want to answer. Avoid lengthy logos, intros, or hey guys. Cut the fluff, get straight to what matters. Retention drops fastest in the first few seconds. Strong hook is the simple biggest factor in whether a short gets watched to completion. So that's why it's so important that you gotta find a way to keep them wanting to keep their finger from wanting to flip past you is what you got to do. If you can do that, you got so much other ways you can lead them back to your, if you even do long forms, you might not care about long form. Step 3, you want to film in the right format. Shoot vertically in 9/16 aspect ratio and 1080 by 1920. That's the native format for YouTube Shorts. Fills the screen on the mobile device. So that's what makes the screen fits into the screen on people's phones. You want to use good lighting. Natural light or a ring light works great. Good lighting makes the big difference. It makes a huge, huge difference. Lighting is probably one of the top 5, I'd say. Keep the camera steady. If you have to, use a tripod or a phone mat to keep your shot stable and professional looking. Record extra footage, which they call that B-roll. Capture extra clips and angles to give you more options during editing. Yeah, you can't never have too much. You can always edit it out. But editing does suck. I mean, I've been doing this for so many years and I'm still tired of editing. Phone cameras, even mid-range, are sufficient. Framing and lighting matters more than expensive gear. That's true. That's the lighting. I mean, lighting is a big part of it. You don't want to be too dark. You don't want to be too bright. Step 4, edit for retention. Cut out the dead space. Nobody wants them dead silent moments, and it looks so much better when you edit them dead silent moments out anyway. It's a cleaner, tighter look. You want to add captions and subtitles. Most people watch it muted. They might be at work watching it. They might be laying down in bed watching it. And they don't want to wake their partner up or their kid up, so they just scroll through and mute. You want to use jump cuts, zooms, and text pop-ups to maintain the energy and keep viewers hooked. So anything you can put in there to pop up, keep the screen changing pretty much. Popular tools, YouTube's built-in shorts editor, CapCut. CapCut's a good one. InShot, it's okay. Premiere Rush, I like CapCut more than all of them, but you're different. You might like InShot better, or you might have your own you like. The editing goal is to keep it short as possible while still delivering the payoff. Shorter completed videos equal higher watch through rate. If you can, you want to add music and sound. I mean, again, that all depends on what kind of video you're shooting. You want to use trending audio to boost discoverability and reach more viewers. Always choose royalty-free tracks from the YouTube Shorts audio library. They got a lot of there you can choose from. Balance music volume. You don't want your volume of the music drowning out what you're saying. Like I said, again, it all depends on what kind of video you're making. Step 6, craft the perfect title and thumbnail. These 2 are so important. Write short, curiosity-driven titles. Try to keep it under 40 characters. Curiosity gets the click. Number 2, you want to use hashtag shorts in the title or description. That helps YouTube categorize your short and reach the right audience. Because if you ain't got the metadata in there, YouTube don't know where to send you. Number 3, choose a clear, expressive frame as the cover. Your thumbnail is the first impression. They see that before they ever see the title. The thumbnail is real important. That's what grabs the people's attention. Thumbnail is your first impression. Make it stand out and tell the story. Remember, titles are only text context viewers see in the feed, so clarity and curiosity drives the clicks. Bold text that pops, curiosity that hooks, clear focus that stands out. Right there. So that right there is a good little setup. Step 7, always optimize before publishing, whether that's shorts or long form. Number 1, you want to add 3 to 5 relevant hashtags. I usually stick between, I try to keep it at 3. I never put no more than 6 in there. 3 to 5, I'd say, is probably perfect. You want to mix a broad niche, hashtags to increase discoverability and reach the right audience. For example, hashtag YouTube Shorts, hashtag short, hashtag content creator, hashtag video editing, hashtag small YouTuber. Write a short description. Make sure it's clear, keyword rich description that tells viewers what your short is about and helps it show up in the search. Keywords are a big thing too. Example, quick video editing tips to create viral YouTube shorts faster. Hashtag YouTube Shorts. Number 3, you want to select the right category and audience settings. Choose the most relevant category for your content. Set audience to no is not made for kids. That's so important to ensure full features and broader reach. You always want to make sure you have a set no, not for kids, because they have the special rule for if there's kids in the content. And metadata, like I said earlier, metadata is very important. Metadata helps YouTube's algorithm understand where to put you. You know, they don't know where to recommend your short to if there is no metadata. Step 8, you want to post consistently. Aim for a regular cadence. So you want to post daily or maybe several times a week. The more consistent you are, the more momentum you build. That's true, and the better you're going to get. The more you're going to feel comfortable on camera, or more comfortable you're going to feel talking, or whatever it is, that the more you do it, the better you get. Number 2, consistency builds habit. Consistency trains the algorithm. It keeps your audience coming back for more. You know, if you're consistent, I use the same hashtags because I have so many different channels. They're all focused on one category. You know, I have a channel for tips and tricks. I have a channel for health. I have another channel for reaction videos. So I consistently keep them. If it's in the same channel, I keep the same hashtags on all of them. And then that just creates a loop to where it comes back. And then when you connect your shorts to it, the shorts bring attention to your long form. Number 3, you want to repurpose long form content. Well, right there is exactly what I was talking about. Turn videos, podcasts, or live stream clips into multiple shorts to maximize reach and save time. So you can take your long forms and create shorts out of them. So if you already got a channel and you got long form, you can go through right now and start getting clips and making your own shorts just from your long form. And then again, that creates a circle to get them back to you. Channels that post shorts frequently tend to see faster subscriber growth due to repeated algorithm exposure. Number 9, you want to analyze your performance. You want to check your YouTube Studio analytics. Check the views, the average view duration, the retention graph, and see if they're dropping off on the first couple of seconds. See if it's long form. See if they're dropping off on the first few minutes. On one of my channels, several of my channels, the ones I test out, there's ones I test just to see what's wrong. You know, I test the limits and do things I shouldn't do just to see how far I can push it and what'll get your channel shut down. Then I have channels that I stick to and I make sure I'm following everything by the book. But if you ain't testing the limits, you never know what you're not allowed to do, how far you can push it. So I might post this on one of my channels that I don't care if it gets blowed up. I'm trying to get it out there. You guys can follow me. If you subscribe, you can follow my performance on this channel as it's just now starting out. And I can show you how I blow up a channel within a couple months. Watch for audience retention, drop-off points. Track which topics, hooks drive the most. You know, it never hurts to do a little research before you post. I mean, you got to find out what's working, right? Some of the common mistakes to avoid is some slow, unclear hooks. If you ain't got a good hook, then they ain't going to stick around. You got 1 or 2 seconds to grab their attention. And a weak hook will lose viewers just like that. I mean, you only got 60 seconds to try to grab somebody's attention. If you can't do it in the first 60 seconds, it's done. Number 2, you want to people ignore captions. Most viewers watch on mute. Like I said earlier, people's got it on mute. They might be at work. They might be in bed with their partner or with their kids or something. No captions equals mixed message and missed reviews. Number 3, reposting watermarked TikTok reels. You don't want to do that. That right there gets you shut down quick. Trust me, I know. I've done it on several channels. Just test the limits. and YouTube favors original vertical content. Re-uploads get deprioritized and reach less people. Their algorithm is so smart and sophisticated anymore that there's really not a lot you're going to get by with. And you don't want to do that anyway, because then you're putting your whole channel at risk. Fourth mistake, inconsistent posting. You want to stay on a consistent posting. All my channels I've built and blew up, I stayed consistent. Or I've had the people I've hired to help me stay consistent. Usually it's on a daily. If not daily, then at least weekly, depending on how much time you have and how serious you're taking it and how much time you want to dedicate to it. Posting randomly equals slower growth. Consistency does build momentum. Believe me, it builds momentum. All right, we'll go over a quick recap. Number 1 is the idea. Number 2 is the hook. 3, film vertically. Keep it in 9:16. You want to keep your editing tight. You don't want them dead spots in there, dead silent spaces. Sound, make sure you use it from the YouTube audio library. Title, thumbnail, the 2 most important things right off the bat, because the first thing people see is your thumbnail. Second thing they see is your title usually. You want to optimize the metadata, add keywords, description, hashtags, because if not, it's not discoverable. You want to post consistently, keep it on a schedule, depending on how serious you are. If you have to, treat it like a second-time job. Analyze and improve. Look at your analytics. See when people are dropping off, if they're even dropping off. You might do great. You might be blowing up quick. But the analytics will tell you a lot. So hopefully you guys are ready to start creating today. Pick one idea. Pick one idea from this guide and film your first short now. So as soon as you're done with this, go ahead and take that step. I thought about it for years before I did it, and I'm glad I did it. Consistency beats perfection. And like you guys can tell, I slip up on my words, That's why all my channels are faceless. Consistency beats perfection. Your first short won't be your best. It'll be far from your best. As a matter of fact, after you get quite a few videos underneath you, maybe 10, 15, you're going to look back and look at your first video, and you're going to see how much you've improved from the first one to even your 10th, 11th one. Keep learning and improving. Keep learning from the analytics. The analytics will tell you a lot. They tell you if somebody stuck around, and then when you can see they dropped off, well, what made them drop off at that time? Why did they only stick around for 2 minutes? I mean, you can learn a lot from it. And you can learn the trending formats. With that being said, I hope you guys took something from this. Hopefully you go start today as soon as you're done with this. If you got any education, anything in here you liked, that you found useful, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you want to subscribe, you can follow me on my journey to watch me blow this channel up. With that being said, good luck. Stay motivated.